to be a drive through any small town in the Midwest, and you couldn't miss the local cafe. But that little piece of Americana is dying off, along with many small town main streets. Now, a Kettleland native is doing his part to preserve the small town cafe in the pages of his latest book. Take one step into Irene's Cafe in Hendricks, Minnesota, and you take a step back in time and right into the pages of a new book.
The air inside is slightly steamy and filled with the smells of comfort food, gravy and grease, fresh baked buns and coffee. All those homey smells are stirred together by the slow spinning ceiling fan in the middle of the room. Irene's has been a part of my life all the years that I was growing up. And so my memories of what a small town cafe looks like, feels like, smells like, they're all here.
Well known for his children's books, author-illustrator Warren Hanson penned this tale for adults.
I was in a cafe somewhere and I saw that classic chalkboard on the wall. It said today's special, and of course it probably said, you know, vegetable beef soup or whatever it was. But I was really taken by the apostrophe in today's, because I realized, oh, that could mean two different things. It could mean what we all think it means, but it could also mean today is special.
Because Hanson's parents were born and raised in the small town of Hendricks, it was only natural to have the story setting in Irene's Cafe on Main Street. While the book is fictitious, little pieces of the real Irene's are weaved throughout all of the stories.
It's a microcosm that we're looking through a microscope at this little tiny place and finding things that apply to us no matter where we live.
The pages of this little book are filled with lessons on gratitude, forgiveness, and patience.
I was going to just say something that sounds like a country western song. Everybody has a small town heart. Doesn't that sound like a country western song? But I think we do. And how do you spell that?
A-S-H-L-Y-N.
Townspeople turned out in droves for Hanson's book signing in the cafe.
Once you're born and raised in a small town, I think those small town values, really stay with you. And so Warren's parents were born and raised here, and that sticks. That stays. You don't forget that.
It really warms my heart to know that they would come out to an event like this, but it's about them. The book is about them. This place is about them. Everything that this event represents is about the people in this town and the people that come to this cafe. So you might think this is about me and my book, but it's not. It's about them.
And while the original Irene, who ran the cafe for nearly 50 years, is no longer alive, her memory lives on in this place and in Hanson's book.
But her spirit, that spirit is there, that inside, the love that's got a little bit of a tough shell around it. That was Irene, and that's the Irene in the book.
And Hanson transports his readers right here through every word.
There are quite a few customers here, a good sign, and the murmur of their voices mixes with the smells in the air to give Irene's Cafe a comfortable, welcoming feel.
And you can get Warren Hanson's books at Zambros Variety in downtown Sioux Falls or on the author's website. We've put a link for you on Kettleland.com. Well, with the last year